Hello, Chef Val here. It is Monday, February 16th, 2026. And the Vegan Health Bundle for 2026 is out and available right now. So click the link in the description of this video and make sure you get the bundle. Over 70 items worth $4,500, yours for only $49. So today in the video, I thought I would talk to you about a couple of the ingredients that I have in my miso soup recipe that have strong anti-cancer properties. So in the bundle, I have my Cancer Healing and Prevention with Macrobiotic Principles. This is a series that I taught last year, 4 classes. Each class is 2 hours long. And I also have a 65-page companion book. Recipes, health benefits of the food, the emotional side of healing, how toxic chemicals could possibly be contributing to why you have cancer. I even go into parasites in my video series and booklet. But everybody kind of has heard about miso soup, right? So I have a special miso soup in this particular Cancer Healing and Prevention where I use the ingredients that have strong anti-cancer properties. I put quite a few of them in there, but one of them is the burdock root, or what's called gobo, G-O-B-O. So I bought this beautiful piece of burdock root at an Oriental store. It comes like all in one piece. It's not broken up. This plant normally grows downward like this. Look at this. Look how long this is. So I live in the beautiful state of Michigan, and this plant actually grows wild in Michigan, the burdock plant. So if you've ever gone hiking and you get those big burrs on your pant legs, those are the seeds for the burdock plant. The leaves itself are very, very big green leaves, and you see it growing, if you go hiking in Michigan or whatever. And this is what's underneath. This root is underneath the soil. And burdock root is so strengthening that as it's growing downwards, if there's a rock in the way, instead of the root growing around the root will break the rock and continue growing. Now, when it comes to the energy of food, which I cover in the 4-week series that you're going to get in the bundle, you are what you eat, and you become the energy of what you eat. So can you imagine how strong your body and your health is going to be if you eat a vegetable that will break a rock as it's growing? That would be burdock root. Now, in the booklet, I also have it all written out for you. So you don't have to take notes when you watch the video. It's all here, so you can read and we've got burdock root. It removes toxins from your blood and purifies the blood. So burdock root is known as a blood purifier. And of course, a long time ago when we were living so close to nature, our ancestors knew about the health benefits of these food, and they knew that burdock was a blood purifier. It also moves stagnant lymphatic system. So when your lymphatic system is stagnant, that's the fluids that flow through your body. Burdock helps to move that. It helps to move that system along. Anti-inflammatory properties and antibacterial properties you find in the burdock root. Helps treat enlarged spleen. Spleen keeps your body free from infections and viruses. So you got to have a healthy spleen. Burdock root is a good food for that. It promotes hair growth and improves your scalp condition. And it helps treat arthritis. So if you drink tea for 40 days, it helps lower your inflammation markers in your blood. If you want to drink burdock tea for 40 days, it reduces your inflammation markers in your blood. Very, very interesting. Let's see. It defends against diabetes. Yes. Did you know that? So burdock has been shown to do that. It contains inulin, which is an insoluble fiber and prebiotic that improves digestion and lowers high blood sugar. That's the burdock root. It supports healthy gut flora. It helps to improve your liver function. The cancer-fighting properties that are strong in burdock are arctogenin, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, which is a lignin in certain plants that combat cancer cells, and it's found in burdock. It selectively stops the proliferation of cancer cells by inhibiting the cancer cells' production in a particular protein, NPAT protein, hence crippling cancer's ability to reproduce. Also, this arctogenin has been shown to kill certain cancer cells such as lung, liver, and stomach cancer cells. This is found in your beautiful burdock root, which I have included in the miso soup. The recipe is in the Cancer Healing and Prevention 4-video series and booklet that's in the bundle. And so I show you how to work with the burdock, how to put it in the miso soup. Basically, burdock has a earthy flavor. I know earthy is not technically one of the descriptive properties, so I would have to put it like in the bitter category. Although once it's cooked, it doesn't really have like a strong bitter flavor. I adore the flavor of burdock. I really do. It really enhances the soup broth in the miso soup and makes it so flavorful. Yeah. So this is just one of the foods that I have in the series that's in the miso soup. All right, so let's talk about miso too. So you're making the miso soup. I'm sorry, but I tell people if the only place that you've had miso soup is in a restaurant, you go to a restaurant, you order miso soup. I'm like, you have never really had miso soup. If the only place you've had miso soup is in a restaurant, homemade miso soup at home will blow that away. Flavor-wise, health-wise, nutritional-wise, just way out, okay? So I have a couple different misos here to show you. First of all, when you make your healing miso soup with your anti-cancer properties, you want the dark colored miso. You want the miso that's been fermented for like 2 years. It creates a darker color. Miso is soybeans that have been partially cooked and fermented. They mix the soybeans with sea salt, they put weight on top of it, and they let it ferment for like 2 years to get the dark brown color. I'll show you. So this container is almost empty because I just love my miso. I use it all the time, right? And this one here, look at that brown color, right? So you want to look for a miso that's organic because we got to have organic soybeans. We don't want genetically modified soybeans or soybeans that are sprayed with any chemicals. So we want to look for organic. This is Miso Master, a very reputable, wonderful company that makes miso. And you want to look for the dark one, premium aged. Well, it says aged 1 year. Sometimes more expensive misos might be aged for 2 years. And then we want to read the ingredients because we don't want anything funky in there. We have organic soybeans. We have koji. Now, koji is made from sweet brown rice. It is the starter culture. It's what starts the fermentation process. So you're going to have koji in there. And sun-dried sea salt, and may contain some well water. But that's it. You want soybeans and sea salt and the fermented koji. That's it. That's all you want. Very rich, salty flavor. This is what's going to season the soup, the miso, all right? This one here, very interesting. I got this from an Oriental store, the same place that I got the burdock root. Because around me here in Michigan, the only place I can get really good burdock root is from the Oriental store. But they have an organic miso at the Oriental store. So I like this. But you have to be careful at the Oriental store because I have picked up other products there, such as miso. And also I've picked up umeboshi there. And they actually have sugar or some type of sweetener in the naturally fermented foods. And what that does is it speeds up the fermentation process. And of course, we do not want to consume sugar. Stay away, right? But this one, it has a rich, robust flavor. It's, because it's fermented And this one is organic soybeans and sea salt, and it also has the koji. That's it. Organic soybeans, koji, then fermenter, starter, and sea salt. That should be in your miso. And the best miso is always found in the refrigerated section, right? So both of these misos are, when you go to the store to buy them, they're going to be in the refrigerated section. Naturally fermented food will keep fermenting unless it's in the refrigerated section or if it's been pasteurized. But we don't want pasteurized miso, because if you pasteurize the miso, you kill the enzymes and the amino acids. So you want to find your miso in the refrigerated section, okay? That's where you want to find your miso. All right, so we have here, again, the booklet that you get in the bundle in my Cancer Healing and Prevention contribution has the health benefits typed out here for you. Miso is fermented soybeans. The darker the miso, the longer it has been fermented. I just mentioned that. Look for unpasteurized miso. It's all right here in the refrigerated section. It's all typed out for you. Having been eaten for over 2,500 years, miso is a living food containing lactic bacillic, a healthy microorganism, really good for the gut. It contains all 8 essential amino acids, which means it's a complete protein. 11 grams of protein per tablespoon. That's really high. It helps to break down and discharge cholesterol, neutralizes the effect of environmental pollution, alkalizes your blood, and can prevent radiation sickness. Now that's a mouthful. Each one of those things can be dissected. And when you watch the video of the class that I taught, I go into even more detail, but neutralizing the effect of environmental pollution. Well, you know, we live in a world where unfortunately there are environmental pollutions in our world. Some of them are in the air and we breathe them. A lot of them are sprayed on our food and we eat them. And miso helps neutralize the effect of the environmental pollutions, but also, and then you mix that with the sea vegetable that's in the miso soup, cleanses that out of your system. Helps to alkalize your blood. Now, you want your body to be slightly alkalized because disease lives in an acidic condition. So if you were suffering with the dis-ease of cancer, you would want to alkalize your system, and miso soup, is one of the best ways to do that, okay? And can help prevent radiation sickness, okay? So there is a documented case study, and it is in the book of Miso, which I have that book, the book of Miso. I did not pull it out before I started this video. So in one of the other videos this week, because I'm doing videos all week long, I will show you the book of Miso. So stay tuned for that. But in the book of Miso, they have a documented study when the radioactive, the nuclear bombs were dropped on in World War II, and all the people suffered from radiation poisoning, terrible catastrophe. But the people that ate miso soup and brown rice every day survived because of the cleansing properties of the miso and the sea vegetable wakame. Again, miso can help prevent radiation sickness. Again, I'll pull that book out. I have that book, and I'll read you more about that. It's so interesting, okay? So stay tuned to my YouTube channel. Later on in the week, I'll show you that book. Very, very interesting. Okay, so we're back to miso and the health benefits. The soybeans contain iron, carotene, niacin, B vitamins, and they promote clear vision and vitality, as well as improve your circulation and support detoxification. Very, very important when you're dealing with a dis-ease such as cancer. Detox, detox, detox. Get those toxins out of your system. Again, you could be eating a healthy, good diet, but the environment you live in could have toxins in them. Sometimes they're, in the air that you're breathing, and you may not even know. So just always good to cleanse the body of toxins. Okay, so some of the other things that are in the soybeans, which I teach cooking classes all the time. I've been teaching for 29 years, and I tell all my students about these anti-cancer properties that's in soybeans. And I tell them, you're not going to remember all these long words. You're not going to remember all this that I'm telling you. Just remember soybeans have anti-cancer properties. It's an easy sentence to remember as opposed to this. So soybeans contain genistein, which may help prevent heart disease and may stop the spread of some cancers at an early stage. The soybeans also contain protease inhibitors, which is a universal anti-carcinogen and may block the action of cancer-causing enzymes. Okay, so these are some of the things that are in the miso. All right. Now, another thing that's very interesting, and I cover it in the 4-week series, is that I make no medical claims here. All right. There's been a lot of scientific information. They've studied the soybeans and the health benefits of soybeans for many, many years. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. This is just from my own personal research and my own experience with working with people who have had the dis-ease of cancer, and they have overcome it, and these foods have helped. But you must find your own path. You must do your own research and do what you can. I am not giving any medical advice here, and I'm not making any medical claims whatsoever, okay? This is for entertainment purposes, or so I have to say, just so you know. There are many different paths to take to healing your body of a dis-ease, and especially a dis-ease of cancer. There are many plants on our beautiful earth that have anti-cancer properties. In fact, any ailment that the human body suffers with, there is a plant on the planet that will help your body heal from that dis-ease. All right? So your body has the natural ability to heal itself. Your body wants to heal itself. It's constantly healing itself. That's what it does. Right? Have you ever thought, like, you accidentally cut yourself and you clean the cut, as long as I'm not talking like a severe thing or anything. Let's say you just accidentally cut yourself and you clean it, but then your body heals it. It just automatically heals it because that's what the body does. It heals itself. But you need to give it the healthy environment, and you need to give it the correct environment that your body needs. And it's unique and individual for each individual person. So what works for one person is great, and it may work for many people, but the next person standing next to him may take a different path and use a different way of healing the body, and that will work for them. So you need to do what's right for you. You need to, especially when you're healing from cancer, you need to try these plants that are from Mother Earth, such as burdock, food. Start eating it, as long as making other changes in your lifestyle too. And see how you progress, see how you're doing, see how your body feels. Listen to your body. It's very important to listen to your body. And don't judge, okay? Don't judge yourself on your healing journey because everybody's different. And don't judge another person who's on a different healing journey as yourself, okay? Now, my background is in macrobiotic cooking and the energy of the food, balancing the yin and yang, incorporating Oriental energy, incorporating the 5 transformations of energy. And so this is how I have helped people in my journey. And so I just want to share this with you and help whoever I can on the journey. And so this is what I have in the bundle this year. It's a wonderful offering. And when you get the bundle, again, it's a digital download. You'll get all this information. You save it. I save mine on a flash drive. And then I have this information forever on the flash drive, okay? Click the link, check out the bundle, and make sure you get it before February 22nd, because it won't be available after that. There's $4,500 worth of merchandise, yours for only $49. Now, just my cancer healing and prevention class on my website is $140. But you'll be able to get it for $49 in the bundle, along with all these other things. There's a few books in the bundle that are very interesting. They're written by men. So it's a man's journey of changing and becoming vegan and how the body changed and how they healed themselves. There's 3 books. There's Nate Maris, Full Mast. There's Tim Kaufman, Escape. And then there's Chuck Carroll, Lost and Found, Hope and Healing Through Medical Mystery. Wonderful contributions. I'm so excited to have the male side represented in the bundle. And we have Chef AJ and Melissa Maris, who put together the bundle, and they're kind of our leaders. And it's so wonderful to have them in the bundle again. And they do Make It Raw. This is their Make It Raw number 4. Lots of wonderful recipes in there. And, it doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing. Like, some people are raw, some people are not raw. Some people are new to being vegan. Some people have been vegan for a long, long time, like myself. There is something in this bundle for everybody, okay? So in Chef AJ and Melissa Merritt's Make It Raw, they have a recipe for black licorice. And I'm going to try it. But like I said, I'm not raw like they are, but it's a recipe that I can use. I can try it and see how it tastes and everything. So there's something in there for everybody. There's a fermented food book in there. Eat Your Way to Health, Fermented Food. Nicole Ferguson, and she has fermented turmeric. Now, I adore turmeric root. I'm definitely going to try doing that. And later on in the week, I'll show you how it comes out. And on Saturday, February 21st, I will be interviewing Nicole. 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So again, stay tuned to my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be interviewing people all week long from the bundle. They all have wonderful healing stories, and they have great information to share with all of you. It's going to be a really interesting week. One of the best parts about the bundle is, besides the incredible bundle that you're going to get, is all the amazing people in the bundle. I've been doing the bundle for 4 years now. Everybody who I've met in the bundle is an absolute sweetheart. They're such nice people, and they all have a wonderful healing story to share with you. And they're all very passionate, just like I am, about how wonderful it is to eat healthy, whole foods. And so, yeah, I'm very excited about the bundle this year, the 2026 Vegan Health Bundle. It's available for sale only until February 22nd, which is Sunday. It's yours for only $49. Click the link. You have nothing to lose except for your unhealthy habits. So I hope that, me sharing a little bit about burdock and miso today can help you on your journey, and go to the store and look for some burdock root, pick it up, and then once you get the bundle, you'll be able to make that miso soup that's in the bundle. Click on the link, get the bundle, and get in the kitchen and cook healthy.